Alrighty, jumping into number 3. Do you want to give this one a go?
Sure. Security isn't someone else's job. The, I mean, sure, you can have your security admin manage all the permissions and give you groups and stuff, but when it comes down to it, the security of your, like, the database you're responsible for is your job. It is part of your job. Like, sysadmins just don't have the bandwidth to worry about the different database level permissions, and a lot of the times, at least from what I've seen, is like a third party vendor will come in and they're working with your sysadmin. Third party vendors like, yeah, just give us sysadmin, that'll be fine. We'll be able to get everything done, and that's where you guys like put your foot down and just say, hey, they probably don't need to see the whole database instance to work on their to make their application run, and you really just got to tune down and then work with your sysadmin in whatever integrations you're working with to find the right permissions, or even with the different departments, make sure that no one gets too many permissions, because I mean, with the amount of the, the amount of like credential leaks and stuff in the world today, I mean, I feel like I've gotten a million different, my password's been found on such and such database, and it's, I mean, you can't stop it. You just gotta keep the keys close to your chest as a DBA.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, there's so many risks with the nature of our world today, and it's only getting worse every day. There's a new way to crack something every single day. There's bad actors springing up everywhere, and the the responsibility of it ultimately falls back on the DBA's shoulders. Like it's scary to say like, hey, you're responsible for the security of this, but it's on you to lock it down and keep it safe. And then the other thing is there's the legal compliance too. Like there's if you're working in healthcare, there's HIPAA protection. If you're working with finances, there's various levels of protection that you do need to go through. Have you completed? I can't remember what it's called. There's certain audits if you're working with financial information.
Yeah, it's what payment. If you're working with credit cards and stuff, it's the payment PCIe. No, is it PCI compliance? It's the payment card industry. I'm gonna go look that up.
And then the breaching it comes with not just like, hey, you need to fix it, but there's like actual financial risks. Like you can get slapped with fines, you can get slapped with tighter compliance regulations if you fail. So
The big one is if you can't be compliant with a lot of these, you can't be properly insured by your insurance company.
yes, yeah, yeah. So it goes beyond just like your job security. It moves up the chain of leadership. Like it can fall on the shoulders of those above you if you can't get into compliance with the security practices that are necessary today. So back to Database Health Monitor, we have a tool that can help you run security compliance checks.
That just goes through all the SQL best practices that are on every single one of those compliance checklists. And I looked it up. It's PCI DSS, Payment Card Industry Digital Data Security Standard, which is huge because that's like any company that takes a credit card has to follow those to some extent, which is pretty much every business.
So this isn't one to like scare junior DBAs either. This isn't like, oh, you need to do this right now or else everyone's going to be suing you for money or you're going to lose your job immediately. This is another one of those grease the wheel moments that it's like, hey, I just ran a security audit on our system and we're not compliant. Bring that to your boss, bring that to your boss's boss. Be like, not just here's the compliance that we're missing, here are the steps that I'm going to take to ensure that we are meeting compliance. This isn't just to boost your role in the world, but it is a great way to show that your role matters.
And I will say this: the security changes that SQL Server recommends is they're a headache. I'm gonna be honest. A lot of the times you have to work really hard with all the different teams that access your database to, because like some of them it's just like like force encryption. Like a lot of applications will communicate to SQL Server without encryption. Well, as soon as you turn that setting on, all the integrations break, because they have to specify in their connection string that, oh, I have to use encryption, because it doesn't. Some of those integrations don't automatically go for the most secure. Yeah, it's one of those you do have to work with your whole IT team and to properly implement security, and it can take time, but it's worth it with the amount of ransomware attacks, the amount of like credential harvesting that happens at different organizations. Yeah, it's in the data in the database is for a lot of companies the most important asset the company has, especially a lot of these different like startups. And I mean it's all your customer information, right? It's all your orders, it's all your inventory. It's no matter what industry, it's databases can be just the lifeblood, and if you can't ensure that is secure, it's just a lot of risk.
Yeah. I think as a consumer, it's always like a bummer to get the notification like, hey, your data was involved in a data breach. And as a DBA, knowing that it's on our shoulders to help prevent it, it makes it that much more real, I would almost say. It's one of those like it happens in real life scenarios. It's not fun to deal with. We've all gone through the training. A lot of breaches are facilitated by human nature, whether it's phishing attacks or just a simple misclick on something. But just because someone else does it doesn't mean you can't protect from it. So
thanks for watching. I'm Steve, and I hope you've enjoyed this video. If you like it, please click the thumbs up icon. And if you want to subscribe, click subscribe to our channel and click the bell icon to get notified when we have new videos. All right, have a great day.